It seems when things can't get any worse, they just do somehow, some way. They figure out how to make things worse. There's this saying, this trope about CIA, COINTELPRO infiltration of the community to destroy it from within, and to use the podcast microphones and influencers as the method to do it. And if I'm going to show you any videos that would prove that, I'm going to show you two right now.
Cannot control what people do. And when you give somebody 100%, you need the 5 or 10 to dig for a shovel to dig your out of the mess that you're going to be in when the shit go to left.
I'm going to respond with a question. If you're not giving me 100, then can I supplement it?
When you recognize that when you love and you care about somebody, love is not possession nor is ownership. And so I'm gonna tell you ladies in here, a man for you gonna want you to keep the 5 or 10, okay? Because he's gonna want you to be a mother, he's gonna want you to be a wife, he's gonna want you to take care of yourself, he's gonna want you to go to the gym, because that little 5 or 10% is going to be what's gonna save the relationship, what's gonna make me love you when like ain't enough, okay?
You said marriage in terms of not giving 100%, and that's what I don't agree, because as a man, that's exactly what we give. Like, I'm not gonna protect you 90% of the time. I'm not gonna provide for you 90% of the time or 95% of the time. You getting every thing I got. Because
Right,
if
but
I'm
men
giving
and women
100
are two
and you
different
giving
people,
90,
okay?
then we're gonna have a problem. We're not as equally invested and as equally yoked to the religious people
It's
out there
not
as
about
we should
equally
be.
investing, because as a woman, our job is to incubate, okay? And that's why we need the extra 5 to 10% that don't belong to you, okay? When you are a woman, our purposes in life are two very different things, right? Whatever you give me, I double and I multiply. I need that wiggle room, okay, for you to pour into me and for me to double and multiply. That's why you can't get my 100%. And our roles in life are just completely different. You'll be all right off 90, trust me.
The reason why I said relationships are not 50-50, they're 100 and hundreds, because I'm a woman who gives myself 100%. So why would I get into a marriage and pour less into something I'm investing in than I'm giving to myself? Marriage is about building. Giving yourself is a building block, and women should not be marrying a man who they feel they got to save 10% somewhere else for the exit strategy.
Okay, Dimitri,
for the
what's
exit
up?
strategy. That doesn't make any sense.
The other day with a very popular influencer, one who I follow. I like all her content. I think she said something to the effect of women cannot give 100% of themselves away in a relationship. Now, I took that, to mean we as humans cannot give away 100% of ourselves to anything or anyone. You got to reserve a little bit of yourself, for your own internal operations, for your own sanity, your own stability. You pinheaded men took this to mean this woman is going to take a part of herself and she's going to give it away to another man. Y'all are so hyper focused on all women cheating, creating this narrative that all women cheat. You think it makes us look bad. No, it makes you look bad, because you telling me that every woman you've ever had cheated on you. That's not normal. You should work on that. I wouldn't be telling everybody that, but I digress. There's a big difference between saying I'm not giving 100% of myself away to anyone or anything, and I'm not going to give my all in a marriage. We all got phones. You ever tried to update your phone and it tells you you don't have the capacity for it, you don't have the storage for it, and you're like, well, I'm not trying to download no new apps. I'm just trying to update the ones that are here. Yeah. Continually improving yourself takes some storage. It takes some capacity. It takes some bandwidth. And if I'm giving it all away to anything or anybody, you ain't gonna be able to upgrade yourself. Then you wonder why your woman walking around looking, tattered. She's looking harried. She's looking a mess because she's giving all of herself away. She ain't got none to pour into herself. I am a single mother of a tender age son, and he needs me, but baby, he not gonna get 100% of me. Because if I give him 100% and I'm broken down, who gonna take care of everything? I gotta save some of myself for myself. And if you men can't wrap your psyche around that, I can't help you. That's probably why I'm single. Baby, you can't get 100% of me. It's not available to anyone. That's why I'm single. I really can't stand y'all. Y'all stupid.
So these two young ladies who I've seen before, and the first one, I was always kind of on the fence about, but the second one, I definitely rock with. I played her a number of times in the live videos, and I like what she has to say. I can't believe she's co-signing the First Lady's I can't believe she's co-signing the First Lady's nonsense, assuming she is co-signing. Imagine going to your job. Imagine going to your job and not giving 100%. How long do you think that you would last on that job? Do you think you would get any promotions on that job? Do you think you get any letter a recommendation. You thinking you get any chances for overtime? Imagine that same said job saying to you, listen, we know that you did a good job this week, and we know that you're supposed to get a $1,500 salary, but we're not going to give you 100% of your required salary. So hey, it is what it is, right? Because we got to save this other 10% because we don't know we're gonna have a rainy day. How would you feel about that? Imagine the guy who comes to cut your lawn doesn't give 100% effort in cutting your lawn, and it's all zigzaggy lines, and some parts are cut and some parts are not cut. Imagine the guy who's coming to power wash your house and only power washes 90% of your house. Imagine the person who's bagging your groceries. Go on and on. And you wonder why divorce rates. You wonder why. Because they're not giving 100%. How long has this philosophy been out here? How long? How long has this philosophy been out here? Divorce rates are 40, 50, 60%. Second marriages are 60, 70% because people are not giving 100%. And this people are co-signing this, thinking this is wise wisdom. This is sage advice. Going on panels, sitting before the audience. I tell you what wasn't given 100%. 100% brain cells wasn't given the thought process of making these videos and saying what she said on stage. 100% thought process wasn't given to critically thinking about what she's saying. You're not going to give 100% of time and attention and love and appreciation to your children, to your baby, to your newborn baby, to your children, to your family, to your coworkers. My God. Oh my God. This is why we're in the mess that we're in. This is why our boys can't read, not giving 100% effort into making sure that our boys can read. She had the first lady, both of those ladies look put together. First lady had 100%, I assume that the nail tech put 100% effort into the fingernails. Otherwise, she would have been, we would have had a viral video about that. I'm sure she paid her 100% of the money that was done for the 100% effort into the nails. Nobody is going to consciously accept 90% of anything. Not your nail tech, not your power wash guy, not your if you went to school and your teacher and the teacher was saying to you, I'm only giving 90% of the effort into your child's education. Come on, what are we saying? What are we talking about? What are we doing here? What are we saying? What are we talking about? What are we doing here? And this is wise wisdom. This is sage advice. This is womanly advice. This is auntie advice. How long has this been going on? How long y'all been thinking like this? I don't even understand how this is a thing. I never heard this nonsense before. I don't often agree with Cheyenne Bryant. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Cheyenne Bryant, on the first video, that's the second woman who was speaking. Cheyenne Bryant was pushing back against this foolishness and nonsense. I don't even know if that first lady is married. I don't know. I know Cheyenne Bryant's not. If you don't give 100% effort to anything and everything, you'll never get 100% of a return. If you don't put 100% effort in, you're not going to get 100% return. And expecting 100% return when you've only put in 90% is diabolical work. There's an intruder in the house, right? There's relationships now. There's an intruder in the house. I'm not going to give 100% effort into protecting my home, my family, my children. You? I've heard some dumb advice before. I've heard some ladies giving some horrible advice. I've heard men do it as well. But this type of advice that is coming off as confidence coaching, is coming off as wisdom, womanly wisdom, woman to woman, life coaching. Imagine going to your life coach. He or she is only giving you 90%. What? That was definitely 90%. Because the other 10% of actual wisdom, knowledge, and what's going to work in a relationship was definitely missing from that critique. So listen, this is what's going. You can't figure out why men are going their own way, men walking away, SYSBM, save yourself, black man. Men just going monk, just not dating at all, not looking for relationships. You wonder why men are doing that? This is why. Because they're telling on themselves that there's always been a reservation. This is I give you something and you're gonna steal from me, put squirrel money away, preparing for an exit strategy. Absolutely agree with that statement. You're preparing an exit strategy. You haven't come into this relationship making sure that it's going to work, giving 100% effort, time, attention. I don't have all of you. There's something missing. We can all tell. People can tell. At least you should be able to tell. And if you couldn't tell before, you better start looking now, fellas. You giving me 100%? Did you put 100% into this meal? Because I'm giving you 100% of money for this, whatever the price is. You want 100%. Whatever the price, you're at a restaurant, whatever the price is of the meal, you want 100% of that price at the end of this meal. So therefore you expect 100%. And if you don't get 100%, then I'll take something off the bill. Because the owner of the restaurant, the chef, the waiter, they didn't give 100% effort. There was something missing. There was something lacking. They put something on it. Sometimes it's 110% because they put, I asked for it with no cheese and you put cheese on it, right? Wow. I can't be the only one that's seeing this. But I know I'm not, because the brother on there peeped it too and was like, this is craziness. Cheyenne Bright peeped it on there and said, this is craziness. This is craziness. Imagine watching a movie. And only getting 90% of the movie. You know how you'd feel? You'd feel like